always do watch our back. We're going to put these guys back. We'll keep the Buccaneer and the Mech Warper. We're going to try for some more turbo mech stuff here. We do want to save the Buccaneer, but I think we're going to go coin. We're going to go coin Mech Warper into turn 2 Spider Tank, into hopefully turn 3 Buccaneer weapon up into turn 4 Dark Iron Dwarf. So we've got, assuming the opponent does not kill off our turn 1 Mech Warper, we've got a pretty nice, very aggressive curve out here. We're going to be putting a lot of power into play. The opponent is like, if they have, maybe they have backstab in hand, they could backstab and weapon up to kill this, and probably should, even if they like don't suspect that we have another mech. Okay, that's sweet, because we could just backstab that and keep our Mech Warper alive. We even get to hit for 2. If we don't need the Dark Iron Dwarf, we may play the Hungry Dragon, because we'll have a lot of guys out to be able to deal with the minion they play. Oh, this is perfect. A lot of options here. I would rather have the Hungry Dragon in play first, like, obviously, because it's bigger. That's a little bit annoying. We'll use our Spider Tank and our weapon to deal with that. And actually, we'll do this first, and then we'll see what we get from the dragon. It is a 1/1. The opponent's got a couple nice targets for their weapon here, if they can even afford to do that right now. That's fine. That's a little setback for us, but the opponent's not developing their board when they sap, so it's pretty good for us. We will probably do Dark Iron Dwarf on Mech Warper to get rid of this thing, and then we'll use our weapon on this one. Well, we actually could use the wolf. Let's see. We can get the weapon. We want to use the Mech Warper, I think, on the Imp. Maybe we just use the weapon on the Imp, and we're going to use, yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. We can go with the wolf. It's a little bit awkward. We're going to go wolf and weapon, or do we go dark iron? I think we would go dark iron. I think having the 4/4 in play is better than the extra damage we'd get by playing the wolf. We'll probably just ignore this because we don't really have anything that's big enough to deal with it. I think this turn we want Hungry Dragon and Wolf. We'll see what the Hungry Dragon gives us. Well, what the Hungry Dragon gives the opponent. Gives him a 2/1. So actually we could just weapon to get rid of that. Opponent's at 11, so our boards are pretty close. I mean, we've got more power right now, but the opponent gets to make an attack with their 6/7, which is a pretty big deal. But they're going to have a hard time doing damage to our creatures here. Like, they have to do it, but it just puts more pressure on them. So we've got 6 power here, 7, 8, 9, 10, so we just kill them. Okay. We'll do this way. We got ahead pretty fast there, and that's really what we want to try to do with this. Some of these creatures, like this 6/7, is kind of a scary thing to have in play, but we just had to we got a little bit of early advantage and had to continue pressing that because we didn't have a good way to deal with the 6-7 without like really giving up our whole game plan. We'd give up all the like tempo that we'd built up by sending our guys into the 6-7. So when somebody plays something like that, it's like, it's too big to deal with. I guess we'll just hit the face and like and ignore it and hope that we could kill them fast enough. And there we did. We did manage to do that, so that worked out.